Hi guys, so I hope everybody's doing well, and so today I wanted to see another a bit of a strange reading. Once again, I know I've been doing these topics quite a bit, but I don't know, I just feel pulled to do this. So the question today is, what is being hidden from you? What is the universe, spirit, whatever? What are they hiding from you? So let's take a sneak peek at what are they hiding for you from you, right? So we have 3 piles in front of us: pile 1, 2, and 3. Pile 1 is the citrine stone. Pile 2 is the tiger's eye. And pile 3 is the amethyst. Right? So what is being hidden from you? Please keep that question in mind and pick your pile and pause your videos if you need it, and let's start. Okay, so let's start with pile 1. Okay, pile 1, what is being hidden from you? Pile 1 is the citrine. Melody of thought. Four of wands or 4 of staves. 8 of swords. And astral travel, aura chakra. Okay. Okay guys, so what is being hidden from you, right? So I sense pile 1 that, with the 8 of swords here, I feel you guys might be trapped in too much thinking, right? 8 of swords is typically the card of, being trapped in your mind, or perhaps even in your circumstances, just not being able to get up and move out, right? It's almost like these swords have pinned you down and you're unable to see the path ahead. I do see a lot of overthinking here as well, mental conflict, emotional conflict, something like that. And there might be this feeling of not being able to move on from something or someone, right? And then we have the melody of thought, finding your passion. So what I'm getting from these 2 cards is that what's happening, what's being hidden, is that you are being pulled out, okay, pulled out of your intense thoughts, okay, about a certain situation. You are in the spirit, or in behind the scenes, you are being shown a different world, all right, a different world which is linked to your passion, your joy. You are being shown a bigger version of yourself. So it's possible that, you might have these instances where you're really troubled, and then suddenly, you just let go of any of these, intense thoughts, and you start feeling very different, very liberated. I mean, that's what I'm seeing here. It's almost like, there seems to be some activation that has happened within you, in your internal self, to bring you out of this, slightly limited thinking. We see here a normal, like a everyday human, and then we see like a fairy being behind her holding this person. So it's almost like your higher self is kind of emerging and protecting you from all these intense and disturbing thoughts due to whatever situation you are in, right? There seems to be some sort of an activation of the inner self, higher self here, right? And the higher self is in control. So when you feel a sudden release of constriction or a sudden release from weight, emotional weight, mental weight, and you start feeling lighter, this is your higher self taking charge, protecting you. All right. I'm also seeing this as a chakra. So it's perhaps some of your chakras have been activated or something on those lines. I am seeing the color orange. So it might be your sacral chakra, your creative energies. So perhaps when you're surrounded by these disturbing thoughts, intense thoughts, the thought of working on some creative idea or something on those lines can kind of, remove you from these, intense thoughts. Okay. It might come in form of an idea, in form of an inspiration. And this is your higher self kind of showing you the light at the end of the tunnel. All right. With the tree here growing all these branches, I'm also getting that, it's like your higher self is taking root. No longer are you going to be, pulled down by these, negative thoughts, limited thoughts. So, no longer are you going to be pulled down by that. There's some activation that has happened, and your spiritual self is evolving now. It's taking root, pile 1. This is intense stuff. Wow. So you might find that focusing away from any limited thinking, any intense and destructive or disturbing thinking, when you actually focus on your passion, when you focus on something, that you are very intensely passionate and excited about, you get out of this. And I am feeling that there are some ideas or inspirations, something like that, that are being given to you at this point. Perhaps some of you might not be able to distinguish what it is. It might just be a random thought that might come, like for example, why don't you start off like, your own business or a YouTube channel? You might have some whisperings like that, and you might be, ignoring them because you're so wrapped up in your thoughts. But this is coming through very strongly, right? From this trapped energy, if you focus your energies on your inspiration, on your creativity, on your ideas, on your passion, you are going to come out of this. All right. Now, with the astral travel and aura chakra card here, once again, I'm seeing a chakra. So for sure, some of your chakras are being cleansed, activated, something on those lines. Now, I feel when it says astral travel, it's almost like, maybe you guys, to escape your, intense thoughts or situation, whatever it is, maybe you are doing some sort of meditations, or if you are not, then you are advised to do meditations, right? Because I'm seeing with this card that there is a lot of insights you're going to get, and you are going to start feeling more calmer, more focused as to the right direction to follow. All right. For a lot of you, I feel it might even be about boundaries. Perhaps there are other people's opinions, other thoughts, other ideas that are clashing with yours, and they're telling you to go with your passion, go with what you feel is right, not what other people are thinking, because that is keeping in your trapped state. But here I'm also getting that while you sleep, pile number 1, you guys are astral traveling somewhere, maybe to other dimensions. Because if I pair this up, you know, like the melody of thought, finding your passion, and then astral travel. This is almost like your higher self, your astral self, which is showing you a different world, a world which is more abundant, more stable, more fruitful, and tapping into that dimension is going to remove you from this, you know, trapped state of mind and into the Four of Wands, which is stability. All right, for a lot of you, you know, I'm sensing this might be about, for some of you at least, I feel this might be about marriage. This might be about some sort of a connection you have. And I'm seeing that perhaps, you know, at this time, there are some issues around this connection, and you're not able to either get through to that person, or, you know, like resolve the situation. I'm getting that, you know, on the astral realm, you know, behind the scenes in spirit, your higher self is, you know, working towards this union. All right, your higher self, and perhaps, you know, your partner's higher self as well. This connection is very strong. It's very rooted. You know, like if you can see, this tree has so many branches. It's a thick tree. It's an old tree, and it's still growing despite the snow around, right? You are told to have faith in your connection, because in the astral realm, in spirit, you and your person are connected. All right, with the Four of Wands here, it's almost like, you know, this might be the 5D. I'm not sure how many of you are, you know, aware of the 5D, but I'm seeing this very classically as meeting in the 5D. All right, perhaps there has even been a marriage there. You know, your souls are in union with each other, and this is a very strong connection. But perhaps right now, you know, there seems to be, on a 3D level, there seems to be some, you know, disruptive situation or trapped situation, and that's probably causing you to rethink this. But for some of you, I think this is about, if you are in separation with your partner, you are connecting at a 5D level behind the scenes. This is what is being hidden from you. All right, the other thing I'm seeing here is, here you are trapped, maybe thinking about your situation, how you're going to resolve it, whatever the situation is. Okay, they're asking you to change your thoughts, you know, from this negative thoughts to the positive ones, to your passion, your joy. Clear your auric field, and you are going to find a resolution, stability, union, whatever it is. They are hiding the fact that they are working towards your stability, and if it is a situation, then they are working towards resolution and stability. And if it is a connection, then they are working towards union. Okay, they're working towards union. Your higher self is working towards union with this person. Perhaps your astral, your soul, you know, is traveling in the night, when you sleep especially, to this person, to meet up with this person and work out a solution. So there is something about some sort of a solution being worked at behind the scenes. I mean, you can apply it as it fits, whether it's a situation or it's a person, whatever it is, guys. You know, what is being hidden from you is that spirit is working out a resolution, and a very strong resolution. For a lot of you, I'm sensing this could be a marriage. For some of you, it could be a house. You know, for some of you, it could be like, you know, travel, vacation, even, you know, going for some sort of an event, like a wedding or a party. Something is being worked at, and this is something you want, I sense, but you're not sure, you know, whether you're going to be able to get it, because you're so trapped, you know. For some of you, I'm even getting the example of Corona. Maybe you guys want to get married or something, and you don't know how that's going to happen because of the coronavirus and stuff, you know. But what is happening, what is being hidden from you is that they are working, spirit is working towards, you know, resolution of this thing, and it is going to be resolved. It might get resolved in the next 4 weeks or next 4 months, right? You are advised at this time to probably keep a dream journal, all right? Because I feel you might be having some intense dreams and some pretty intense answers in your dreams as well, okay? Also, I feel meditation might help you get out of these, you know, conflicting, logical, mental thought processes, all right? Meditate to clear your mind, to clear your aura, okay? And meanwhile, your higher self is working towards the resolution of this matter that is troubling you so much, all right? There is going to be a resolution. I'm seeing a sun shining. I'm seeing a celebration, you know, so there is something that is going to be resolved in a very, you know, like a very big way. Is what I'm getting, right? I'm also being drawn to these, you know, there are swords embedded here and there are wands here. So, you know, you're going from thoughts, you know, to actually, you know, the birth of something. You're going from thoughts to passion, to joy, right? Creativity, balance. So there is something major happening. I sense it's work in progress, because I'm still seeing the tree growing and there is snow here. So it might take a bit of time for the snow to thaw out, right? But you are in very safe hands, pile 1, okay? You're in very safe hands. If you feel that you're all trapped and nothing will ever happen in life, no one is ever going to help you, please remove those thoughts from your mind, all right? Things are going to move. Yes, it might seem as though nothing is moving at this time. It might seem as though everything is cold and, you know, nothing might happen in the future. Please don't think that, because, you know, I'm seeing a lot in this card actually. I'm seeing the, you know, flowers growing in the snow. I'm seeing the sun coming out here. I'm seeing the tree standing tall, right? And I'm even seeing heart shapes here. So perhaps for a lot of you, this could be about love, all right? So appearances are not as they seem. Appearances are deceptive at this time. Perhaps you people might be thinking that, you know, nothing's ever going to happen, and, you know, you don't know that what is being hidden from you is that something big is going to happen, okay? It might be related to some big event, okay, for some of you, or it might even be related to, you know, just your vision, your wish, your goal, your dream, okay? With this astral travel, I'm also getting that, you know, there is something major happening in the spirit realm. Maybe, you know, when you're asleep or something like that, because here we see this person thinking and, you know, just being totally like wrapped up in their thoughts. But here, this person's almost ready to fly because there is a butterfly or a moth here. Okay, so there is something about your higher self. Your higher self is doing some major stuff, pile 1. Oh boy, this is what I'm getting. Your higher self is in action, all right? Perhaps even the higher self of, if you are in a connection, if you're asking about a connection, perhaps even the higher self of your partner is involved here. And, you know, you are working towards this, the 4 of Wands, meaning a resolution, you know, the fulfillment of a wish, stability, whatever it is, you know, that this situation involves. So what is being hidden from you, pile 1, is that while you are not aware or while you are sleeping, there is a lot of activity that your higher self is actually undertaking towards the resolution of this. For some of you, this is on a side note, I'm getting that you might be astral traveling while you're sleeping, all right? So perhaps you might, you know, when you come back, when the astral comes back into the body, there is a sudden jerk, right? I don't know how many of you have experienced that. I have, right? And when you wake up with a sudden jerk in the middle of the night or something, you know, that is your astral suddenly coming into your physical body. So for some of you, I'm feeling that, you know, you are astral traveling, or perhaps you're even practicing astral traveling, or some of you want to, but you're unable to. And they're saying that, you know, keep going with that, because you are going to achieve some sort of stability in this area, if that's what you're traveling, if that's what you're practicing. All right, because I am seeing a blooming here. Okay, so if this is some sort of a modality you're practicing, pile 1, then this is definitely going to flourish. But you need to keep at it, because, you know, I feel that perhaps for some of you who are practicing this modality or this skill, you get wrapped up in thoughts too much, right? You probably analyze what you're seeing when you're, you know, when you're in meditation, and that analysis is kind of preventing you from going forward in this area. All right. I'm also getting something about following your passion here, finding your passion. I mean, the message that's coming through over here is that, you know, you need to decide about something or someone via your heart, via your passion. Meaning, if there are 8 other opinions that other people are giving about something, and your opinion is very different from those opinions, then you need to follow your opinion, not the others. Follow your passion. All right, find your passion first and then follow it. For some of you, I feel, you know, I'm going to take an example. You know, maybe everybody else is doing a certain course because, you know, everyone does it, right? But you want to do something radically different, and, you know, you are kind of trapped thinking, what should I do? Because, you know, it might be more lucrative to do a course which everybody else is doing and is more acceptable, whereas doing something that is out of ordinary might be something that might not prove very beneficial. Well, they're saying that, you know, following your passion is going to lead towards this stability, towards your blooming, towards the stability, and you are going to have the stability for a long period of time. All right, pile 1. So go with your passion, and if you don't know what your passion is, find it. The way you're going to find it is by meditation, I sense. If not by meditation, then maybe, you know, I don't know, join a course or just dig deep within your thoughts, you know, to find out, go into the heart of your you know, of the situation that you are trapped in. Go into the heart. What do you feel about it? You know, I mean, like, for example, you have, I'm going to give a very simple example here. You have chocolate, vanilla, and perhaps strawberry ice cream, and you really, really want chocolate, but everybody else is taking vanilla and strawberry. What do you want to do? You know, do you want to take vanilla and strawberry because everyone else is, and it's good for health or something like that? Or do you really want to go for chocolate? Right? You need to figure that out, pile number 1. All right, and go with that, because that is going to, you know, give you a sense of satisfaction, a sense of confidence, and, you know, get you out of this mental you know, confusion that you are in. I'm definitely getting another message here, and that is of spirit guides. Okay, I'm seeing a dove here. I'm seeing maybe your higher self, or perhaps a big spirit guide, and a horse here. Your spirit guide team is always protecting you. I mean, even though you guys are in this energy of you know, being conflicted or troubled, during this time you do have a lot of help from the you know, the etheric realm. Okay, that is being, maybe this is being hidden from you because, you know, you are not very well versed with feeling energies. Your clairs might not be very developed or something like that, which is why you are not being able to see this spiritual help that is there around you. And if you do want to see it, they are urging you to start doing meditations or some sort of skills, enhancing your skills, enhancing your abilities, to understand the kind of support you have. All right. in any case, I'm seeing that whatever is being hidden from you is basically stability, the resolution of a problem, maybe a celebration, an event, you know, something on those lines. For some of you, I just got a message. You know, for some of you, I feel, you know, you're so trapped in your everyday life that you feel that you'll never have that, you know, beautiful, blissful world of, you know, maybe partying or, you know, going or getting married and going on a vacation. It's just, you know, all about being stuck in one place. This is going to happen, guys. This is being worked at. Life is not going to be here all the time, all right? Behind the scenes, this is what is being worked at. You are going to have a new beginning, all right? And this is what is being hidden from you. A brand new beginning, stability, happiness, partnership, loyalty, you know, all of these things. Okay, so yeah, that was a lot. So with that, let's go to pile number 2. So pile number 2, we have the tiger's eye. So what is being hidden from you, pile number 2? Let's see. The power of self, change of consciousness. 6 of Cups. King of Pentacles. And ritual sound healing. Okay. Okay, so pile number 2, what is being hidden from you? I'm going to go one by one because I'm seeing a lot of things here. With this ritual sound healing, throat chakra, I'm seeing that there is something related to sound healing that is happening. I don't know, perhaps you guys are listening to, you know, like healing sounds, instrumental music, binaural beats or something like that. Maybe you're meditating, maybe you are talking, you know, or you have a profession in which you're talking and you have to talk, and some sort of healing is taking place, and this is being hidden from you. For some of you, I'm also hearing actually that maybe your clairaudient skills are being worked at, and this is being hidden from you, or you can't see it. I'm seeing that your throat chakra is being activated because it does say throat chakra, and I do see the colors blue quite a bit here, and I'm getting that, you know, there is some sort of a frequency or vibration that you are hearing. This is for some of you, some sort of a frequency or vibration that you guys are hearing, which is healing you inside and also triggering the healing of your throat chakra, the enhancing of your clairaudient abilities, or some sort of psychic communication is being healed here. All right, I'm seeing that very strongly. As a matter of fact, it's even possible that you guys are doing some rituals with sound healing or something like that, and that is definitely having a beneficial effect here. Pile number 2. All right, I'm seeing a lot here actually. It's possible that, you know, your for some of you, I feel that, you know, your speaking ability is getting better. They are working on your speaking ability. Maybe you are becoming more fluent in what you speak, or maybe you're getting more knowledge. I'm definitely getting that you are getting more clairvoyant or clairaudient, more so clairaudient. You can see energies, I feel. For some of you, I feel this ability is developing. I don't know, I'm seeing a whole range of psychic abilities here, mainly clairaudience, but I'm also seeing clairvoyance. maybe you know, those abilities are being worked at. That's what I'm seeing. Those abilities are being enhanced, and perhaps, you know, you are doing some rituals which is actually doing that for you. Okay, some sort of healing is taking place for some of you because of music, because of sounds, because of hearing something or someone. You know, there is some healing happening here. All right, there's some emotional, physical, spiritual, mental healing that is happening. All right, now with the power of self, change of consciousness. Now this is a very powerful card, pile number 2. I am seeing, what am I seeing here? I'm seeing that your inner self has emerged or is going to emerge. Okay, it's almost like I'm seeing two people. For some of you, I feel this is a twin flame union or something on those lines. I'm seeing two swans here, and two people here, right? So perhaps for some of you, it's almost like, you know, two souls in one body is what I'm getting, because, you know, we have just one body here and we see two people. So for some of you, this is about a soulmate or a twin flame union. You guys are in union at this time on a spiritual or an energetic level. You are both in union. All right, you might be apart physically, but you are in union within yourself. All right, I'm sensing that you, for some of you, that you can feel this, you know, you can feel their presence, their emotions, their feelings, and they can feel yours as well. All right, so for you, if you're asking whether they are, you know, feeling it, they are feeling it as well in their body. All right, if you're in separation. I'm also seeing with this eagle flying, there is some rise of consciousness, change of consciousness. There is some sort of an ascension that has happened because of the union of these two energies. There is some sort of an ascension that has happened. And I'm seeing that your consciousness has risen, and perhaps you... perhaps this is what is hidden from your side, because you know, we don't know what is happening, you know, behind the scenes, right? So this is, I don't know why they are hiding this. I'm not really sure why they're hiding it, but we'll get to the other cards. But there seems to be some sort of an integration with either your higher self or your twin flame or both. Some sort of major integration has happened, and a lot of power has been generated as a result of this. And this power has led to a change of consciousness, because when I see this flower blooming, it's almost like, you know, your crown chakra has bloomed open. All right, so this is like a pretty much a card of ascension, pile number 2. What is being hidden from you is that you have ascended to such a level that you are now very wise. I feel you can see things from a eagle's eye, okay, with wisdom. I am definitely also seeing, you know, soulmate, twin flame sort of vibe here, because swans, they mate for life, and here we see two people. So there is some sort of a union or something that is being hidden from you. All right, I think you're feeling it energetically. But what is being hidden from you is the actual 3D, the 3D meeting with the 6 of Cups. Yeah, pretty simple actually, if I go purely by imagery, right? There is a very important meeting that they are hiding from you. So this is just a sneak peek. Obviously, I am seeing a home. You know, I'm seeing 3 cups here, 3 cups here. I'm seeing maybe this meeting might happen either at your home or somewhere outside. I mean, there is that's still to be decided, I feel. They are hiding this from you, pile number 2. Okay, whether this is going to be, you know, in a familiar place or it's not going to be in a familiar place. But the point is that this union, this meeting is something that is being hidden from you. All right, now this could, it's not necessary that, you know, this is only a soulmate or a twin flame union. This could be a union with a family member, with a good friend, you know, and perhaps you are feeling that energetically. I sense you're feeling that energetically, and this is going, because this is going to happen, I feel. Okay, this is something that is being hidden. And with the King of Pentacles, I feel that, you know, this could be the person that we're talking about here, the person that, you know, this meeting is with. For people who are in a romantic connection or a soulmate connection, maybe this is the person that we are talking about, whom you are connecting with energetically. All right, and this is being hidden from you. This person is being hidden from you. The meeting with this person is being hidden from you. All right, I have a feeling when I keep these cards together that maybe this person is planning this meeting, or if I keep the cards like this, maybe this person is also not aware of this meeting and spirit is in charge. Whatever be the case, right? There is something around unions and something around meetings that is being hidden from you, pile 2. All right. There is also a very big emphasis on the change of consciousness, on ascension, on, you know, developing your psychic abilities, as well as healing that you are unable to see. There's a lot of healing taking place, I feel, not just, you know, to your throat chakra. I feel in general, you know, emotional healing has taken place or is taking place. And for some of you, I'm getting that, you know, it's possible that healing of connections is happening. You know, with the 6 of Cups, perhaps you're having memories of certain people, you know, whom you knew in the past, and maybe you were not in touch with them. Maybe something happened that disrupted the connection, but now those connections are being healed with that person, and you will soon get to reconnect with this person. I'm also getting a very specific message here that something about a childhood home. I don't know what that means. Maybe some of you are going to be visiting a childhood home, and there you're going to meet someone significant. For some of you, I'm getting that what's being hidden is past lives, right? Maybe you are going to meet someone and you're going to connect with them energetically, and you know, what they might be hiding is that the reason why you're connecting with them so intensely is because you have so many shared past lives with this person. Perhaps even this person's voice seems familiar to you. Maybe this person themselves seems very familiar to you. And I'm also getting that for them as well, you are as familiar and as healing as well. So this goes both ways. Like, this is like a change of consciousness happening after the meeting. Like, I'm seeing a lot. Okay, this is like there's going to be a change in your consciousness after meeting this person. There's going to be a lot of healing after talking to this person. This person's voice might feel very familiar. Okay, and there might be some sort of an integration that might happen on a soul level once you meet this person. This is a lot to do with a significant meeting, pile number 2. This is being hidden from you, all right? The impact and the after effects of this meeting is what I'm getting. All right, I'm seeing so much water here. I'm seeing so much water here. It's going to be an incredibly emotional moment, I feel. And it's going to be like a very, I don't know, it's going to be a pretty major connection. I'm seeing the same flowers here. This is the pink flower here and the pink flowers here. So there's something about love here for sure, and the blooming of relationships. Oh, for that matter, even the same flower is over here as well. But I'm not very sure what this flower is called. Is it a daisy? And I am not sure what daisies stand for, but there is something about the blooming of a connection here which is being hidden from you, pile number 2. Because it's going to be a very significant connection. It's going to be a very significant person. And Perhaps you are healing right now, and you know, you don't know. Perhaps you're not supposed to know right now about how it's going to be. I just got something. I feel some of you might also be having some sort of past life recalls happening to you, or something on those lines, and you know, they're urging you to go ahead and delve into that, because you know, that is going to provide some sort of healing and integration within yourself. All right, it's also going to increase your powers, so do look into it. All right, for some of you, I'm also getting that there is some sort of financial level up that is going to happen, that is being hidden from you. Perhaps it's going to lead you into some sort of a powerful position, okay, and it is going to happen you know, very easily. I mean, if you feel that it's not going to, it is going to happen very easily. You will not have to fight for it. It's a well-deserved reward that you're going to be getting. All right. I'm also getting that the person that you're meeting here, you know, they are going to look very familiar to you somehow. The sound of their voice, the way they look. All right, it's like there's a feeling of meeting an old friend, and you might never have met this person. So I don't know what this is. It's very exciting, pile 2. There is somebody here. It's a tangible person. Okay, so this person is somewhere in the horizon, in your energetic field, and you're even connecting with them. And this meeting is something that is, you know, going to open up a lot of doors for you guys. Perhaps you might even be hearing this person, or maybe after the meeting, a lot of your psychic intuitive abilities might open up. You might even have past life recalls. You might have a change of consciousness. I don't know. There is something about unions and integrations and soulmates and past lives and a whole lot of that stuff here, okay? And I'm getting a very beautiful feeling with this. Somehow, when I see the 6 of Cups, it's going to be in a very beautiful setting, I sense. Could be daylight, but it's going to be in a very familiar sort of place, in a very beautiful place where you're at ease, and then suddenly, you know, this happens. For some of you, I feel this person already knows you and they're waiting for you, all right? For some of you, I feel you're already connecting energetically with this person. For some of you, I feel this person might even, you know, like propose to you the moment they meet you or something like that. There is something on those lines as well. But there is some sort of energetic integration happening which is being hidden from you. What is being hidden from you is a very significant meeting, pile 2, with a very significant person, all right, as well as you know, the power of your, you know, your own power, your own strength is something that is at this time being hidden from you, because you're still ascending, you know, you're still integrating, and once you do, you will be able to see the full gamut or full splendor of your strength. I also feel that sound is very important at this time, so listen to music, maybe meditate, because it's going to provide a lot of healing. It might develop a lot of your psychic abilities as well. Okay, am I getting anything else? That was quite a lot actually, from 4 cards. So let's see, is something else happening? I feel this person, you know, that you are going to meet, a guy or a girl, apply it as it fits. They might be coming from a very affluent sort of background, because King of Pentacles is somebody who's very well established, okay, materially, materially, financially. So I feel this person might be someone very accomplished and, you know, perhaps even materially quite well off. So that could be a way for you to sort of, you know, recognize. there is something about this. I mean, I'm seeing this daybreak kind of thing happening. So yes, you are close to this meeting. I do feel it might happen in the next 6 weeks, 6 months, something like that. Okay, but something is being hidden from you, pile number 2. All right. And I do sense with the 6 of Cups, you know, I feel it all sort of centers around this card. Somehow this is the central card, because, you know, we're not seeing anybody here. You know, it's almost like, you know, the playground is empty. The players are yet to come, right? So we don't know, you know, when this is going to happen. So perhaps for some of you, it's about divine timing. Okay. And, you know, we don't know whether it's going to be inside the house or outside the house. It's almost like a waiting going on here. All right. So yeah, Spirit is hiding this from you. How is this meeting going to happen? Where is it going to happen? But yeah, it is going to happen with a certain person. All right, so this is pretty much what I'm getting for pile 3. Oh, sorry, pile 2. Now let's go to pile 3. So pile 3 is the Amethyst. Self-protection, setting boundaries. Nine of Cups. Four of Cups. Soul lesson, nobility, aura chakra. Be true, be your true self. Radiate that. Okay, so pile number 3. What is being hidden from you? So I am feeling, pile number 3, that you guys might be in an energy of being a little bored, you know, kind of, you know, feeling as though nothing's going to move with the Four of Cups, and, you know, you want your cup, you want this Nine of Cups, right? And, you know, this 1 cup makes the 10 of Cups, but you're still at 3, and I feel that, you know, you might be feeling a little bored, discontented, and, you know, just a feeling of being lethargic and, you know, ungrateful to some extent. Okay. Now I feel what they're trying to say, what is being hidden from you is the fact that your aura is being affected by other people, which is the reason why you're feeling like this. Pile number 3. You know, I sense that you are pretty positive people, okay, with the 9 of Cups here. I feel you guys are pretty positive. You have your sights fixed on the goal, on the rainbow, and, you know, you were quite good, but then maybe you have instances of feeling like, am I on the right track? You know, is everything going to happen the way I am supposed to? Is there any use of, you know, even being on this road or this path? Well, they're saying, you know, what you can't see is that you need to set boundaries here, because your aura is being affected by other things, okay, other people, and you need to set boundaries. I mean, I'm seeing some weird creatures here. Okay, so this could be like, you know, negative thoughts, other people's opinions, bad energies, stuff like that, right? Affecting you guys, affecting your aura, which is kind of preventing you from being your true self. You know, it's keeping you in this Four of Cups energy, and that's never a good thing, because I sense that you people are quite happy people. You know, you're quite self-satisfied, you work towards your goals, you're strong, you're rooted, but suddenly you might have these episodes of feeling like nothing's worth it, and that is because you have you know, probably either neglected to set energetic boundaries or even physical boundaries. Like maybe you are entertaining other people's opinions, other people's thoughts which do not resonate with you. which do not resonate with your true self. So surround yourself by positive people, pile number 3. Okay, because what is hidden from you is negative energy influences is mainly what I'm seeing here. You are strong, you're very, I feel, you know, you're like this tree almost, right? You have a very positive aura, you're probably very spiritual, very heart-centered, you know, but then, you know, these things are getting tangled up in your energetic field. What is being hidden from you is that there are people around which do not wish the best for you, pile number 3, okay? So be careful, right? Check with your heart, you know, is someone making you feel uneasy? Is something, maybe a situation is making you feel uneasy? You need to remove it out of your system. For some of you, I'm also getting, you need to get some sort of health checks done, you know, because I don't know why I'm getting a picture of the heart and, you know, arteries being blocked by something or something like that, guys. There's something about this, right? You need to get some sort of medical checkups done here, perhaps even for the heart, especially for the heart. Yeah. There is some biological thing that is being hidden from you, some sort of blockage somewhere, okay? I don't want to scare you, it's not scary, but you know, it might be causing you this episodes of feeling lethargic, not wanting to do things, low energy levels. Something is there, okay? It could be, you know, as simple as just, you know, like a blockage somewhere or a cyst, or I don't know. I mean, there could be multiple things here. Or it could be, you know, in the energetic field as well. It could be something physical also. I'm seeing for some of you, it might be related to the physical body. Okay, and for some of you, I'm seeing that it could be related to the energetic body also. All right, so please get your checkups done, guys. Okay, you need to cleanse your body as well as your aura here. It says soul lesson, nobility, be your true self, radiate that. So what they're saying is that, you know, get rid of, set your boundaries, energetic boundaries, set your physical boundaries, and be your own true self. There's no need of going by other people and getting stuck in this 4 of Cups energy and basically comparing, right? Now, comparison will always breed insecurity because, you know, you need to understand that no two people are alike, no two people's paths are alike. So there is no comparison, actually. I'm getting this as a very strong message somehow. I don't know why. Perhaps you're comparing yourself, your life to other people's lives. But, you know, you need to understand that you don't know what is the truth of that person, right? Maybe they're in a good place right now, or maybe they're not. How do you know what's going on within them, right? So there is no comparison. Everybody's path, everybody's life, everybody's lessons are different. So there is never a comparison. A person who might, for all appearances, look amazing or happy, might be going through some very tough issues, you know, on a different level, right? Maybe on a psychological level. So you cannot compare. Stop the comparison game. Be yourself. Radiate yourself. Your life, your lessons, your decisions. You know, stop the comparison. Set the boundary there, right? And then I'm also seeing the 9 of Cups, right? There is some wish you have, guys, that is being worked at, but I don't know why. I'm sensing blockages here because of your attitude. All right? Your attitude is blocking your wish fulfillment. Now that attitude needs to be worked on. You need to be your true self. You need to stop comparisons. You need to stop, I don't know, jealousies or whatever it is. You need to stop, you know, evading working by yourself. You need to stop putting off things and, you know, like just just lazing around basically, because you are yourself, stopping your abundance from coming. All right. And this is what is, hidden from you right now. I think you cannot see it, that you are your own block. And perhaps to some extent, these blockages are happening because of other, people, because of other energies that you're imbibing in your aura. Okay, so protect yourself, guys. All right, because I have a very strong feeling that, your energetic field is getting all mixed up by other people or other energies. And that is kind of, keeping you in this energy of not wanting to do anything, and thus delaying your dream or wish or whatever it is. All right. So I am getting that, if you were your true self, with the 9 of Cups and this card here, if you were your true self, you would feel as though you already have, whatever you want. You would not be feeling that there's something missing. If you were really tuned in to your own path, right? You are seeing other paths right now. I don't know why I'm getting a very strong feeling of comparison here. And that's very natural. It's very human, to compare yourself at this time. But what it's doing here, which is hidden from you, is that it is keeping you away from your true personal happiness, because your happiness and another person's happiness are two different things, right? Because you two are different people. So you need to get out of that influence, either of others or of your own negative thoughts. And then you are going to get closer to your goal, to your wish fulfillment. Pile number 3. All right. This is a pretty strong, it's a pretty strong message here, actually. What else am I seeing? Yeah, all of it seems to be on self-love here. It's like, appreciate yourself, love yourself, don't think of yourself as lesser. You will get there, just because you're at 4 doesn't mean you'll not reach number 9. It's all about that. Be noble about it. Be graceful about your life path. Be graceful about your lessons, your experiences. Your experiences are yours alone. Nobody else can live your life, can make your decisions. You're exceptional in that. So stop the comparisons, guys. What else am I getting? I do feel for some of you that you guys need to do some sort of aura cleansing. Very strongly I'm getting that, because I'm seeing this debris lodged in the branches. I'm seeing this aura muddy. There needs to be some sort of auric cleansing that needs to be done. And for some of you, I think maybe, if you could perhaps do something like a sage bath, or salt bath, or whatever, the way you cleanse auras. You can check it up on Google. Cleanse your aura, because that is going to make a big difference, I feel. It's going to get you out of this, like desolate energy, and it's going to make you more brighter, your aura brighter. Okay. It's also going to prevent any kind of negative energies from affecting you. Okay. I do feel that you need to also do some sort of energetic protections around yourself, perhaps with golden light. Okay. So that no negative low frequency energies can affect you. Flowers, especially roses, might be very beneficial to have around you at this time. Okay. Looking at the sky, meditating on the sky might be very, beneficial for getting you into the proper vibrational space. Okay, but mainly what I'm getting here that is being hidden from you is that your auric field is getting affected by either your own limited negative thinking, or by other people's thinking, or by both. And this, as a result, is sort of making your wish fulfillment be delayed. So stay in your own lane, pile 3, okay? Because you don't want to delay this, right? You don't want to delay your wish fulfillment. Stay in your own lane, cleanse your own space, move on your own path. For some of you, I also feel that, you know, I don't know, this is just a message coming through that you might have made certain friends or acquaintances recently, which might not be exactly as per your standards or as per your alignment or whatever you call it. All right, so stay in your own lane, be connected to people whom you're aligned with. You don't have to force yourself. All right, so well, this is pretty much what I'm getting. I am getting that you will get your wish fulfillment, but it is being hidden from you right now how it's going to happen. Perhaps, you know, for some of you, you only feel that there are delays and obstacles and stuff like that. Okay, but it is not so. It is a journey. It is a path. You will arrive there, whether tomorrow or in a year or, you know, in 6 months, whatever it is, you will arrive there, right? But in between, there are going to be bumps in the road. There are going to be delays, right? And you need to stop feeling sorry for yourself and, you know, keep moving. This was a bit of a strict message coming through, I must say, okay? So with that, I'm going to end pile 3. I hope it resonated. Please let me know, okay? Bye-bye, guys.